Welcome to the NVUSD Future in Focus podcast. Today, we're dedicating our episode to a topic crucial for many families in our community, the enrollment process for the Napa Valley Unified School District. Whether you're new to Napa Valley Unified or transitioning from another school district, we want to make sure that you have all the information you need for a smooth start in our schools. I'm Dr. Rosanna Mucetti, Superintendent of the Napa Valley Unified School District.
And I'm Dr. Peter Abboud, Executive Director of Research, Data, and Assessment. In this series, we amplify student and staff voices, strengthen community connections, and spotlight strong teaching and learning across all of our schools, all through the lens of being and becoming future ready. And to guide us through this essential process, we're thrilled to welcome Susan Miller, our Director of Enrollment. Susan, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm always happy to help families navigate the enrollment process to ensure a welcoming start to their NVUSD journey.
Well, Susan, I am so grateful that you're here today because this is a topic that I get frequent emails about from family, whether it's new families coming in, again, from a district, another district on the outside, or whether it's families that want to make a move internally within the school district, or if it's a new kindergarten or transitional kindergarten family. The emails definitely make it to my inbox. So I'm excited to be here with you, Susan, today. I want to just start with the basics. So for families that are new to NVUSD, what's the most important thing that they should know about getting their student and or students enrolled? Because often families come with multiple students, due to siblings.
Right. So the NVUSD Enrollment Center is open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. And we offer in-person bilingual supports for all families who need assistance registering for school. Our office has computer stations and scanners to make the registration process as easy as possible and convenient for families. Families may also request bilingual assistance via phone at 707-253-3435, or they can email us at enrollment@nvusd.org. It's also important for families to know that any child whose family resides within our NVUSD boundaries is guaranteed by the California Constitution to a free public education in NVUSD. NVUSD believes that all students deserve a high-quality education and a safe and supportive learning environment where they feel valued and respected. Families can also utilize our online resources. Our district website has a dedicated enrollment section that walks families through the process step by step, and we really aim to make it as straightforward as possible for families.
Yeah. Thank you, Susan. And can you talk a little bit more about the timelines for enrolling a student? So what are some of the key dates or periods of time that families should be aware of, especially those who are just joining our district, just brand new as TK students or kindergarten students, and then even those that are joining middle school or high school in 6th and 9th grade, because we know those are big times for enrollment and transferring schools, and people have a lot of questions around that.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's a few district processes that families can go through to register in NVUSD, and each has their own timeline. So the first is just school registration, the school registration process, and that's really for new families who live within our district boundaries. Our general registration and open enrollment period for the upcoming school year typically begins on October 15th and runs through November 30th. So we also have open enrollment, and this is for existing families within the district. This period allows for families already enrolled in NVUSD to request to attend a school other than their resident school. It's also a time when families with special circumstances around enrollment that they can apply for a transfer. And then we also have an inter-district transfer request window, and that's for families who are out of the district, live outside of NVUSD, and they can apply to attend school with us.
So just to be clear, there's three processes. Number one, school registration. This is for a new family who's just registering into the system, right? Number two, open enrollment. That's for families that are already in our system but are choosing to leverage school choice and want to explore all of the options that we have within the district, and they have a particular window in which they can do that for the upcoming year. And then third, inter-district transfers, which is for families that are coming from another school district who are residents in that school district, but want to come to our amazing schools.
Exactly.
Okay, great to hear.
Yeah.
So once a family's ready to enroll, right, what are the essential documents that they'll need to gather? Because we know that families can get easily overwhelmed, especially if you have multiple children. Coming from my own family where my parents weren't proficient in English, sometimes just what documents, all of that can be really overwhelming. So I love that we have bilingual staff support in the office. And I love that we have all these online resources and checklists to make sure that families feel like it can get clear. But this podcast might be a great way to get even clearer. So what are the documents? And then if you could share with us, what are the common pitfalls or the missing items that are often delaying the process? Because I also hear from families that it's taking longer than it should. So why don't you call out, let's anticipate some of those pitfalls.
Yeah, that's a great question. So the core documents typically include proof of residency, something to verify the student's age, generally a birth certificate or a passport, although we accept other types of documents for age verification, immunization records, and transcripts or report cards from if the student was attending school previously somewhere else. A common delay is the immunization record. So we encourage families to make sure that those are up to date before they begin the enrollment process. And then another common delay is the address verification. Sometimes families, we ask that documents are dated within the last 45 days, and sometimes families are bringing us things that are outside of that. So those are some common pitfalls.
Great.
Thank you, Susan. And I know that your team is so supportive of families as they come in. I've been in the enrollment center. I've seen your staff interact with families, and they do just a phenomenal job of just clarifying for folks what it is that they need. And so I just want to really recognize you and your team for the good work that you all do working with families every single day. I see that people are coming in and out of that office constantly.
They are, and my team is really passionate about making sure that everyone who comes in feels welcome and that they belong and that they get the help that they need.
Yeah, we love that. And just to make the quick connection, Peter, is that all the work that you do with data, it makes sense that you're always over in the enrollment office. I know there's a lot of collaboration between your office and the enrollment office because of the fact that enrollment is such a key piece of data for the district. And so we always want to make sure that it's accurate and that it's something we're constantly interacting with in order to decision make.
Absolutely, yeah. Susan and I work together very often around these topics.
Yeah.
So Susan, let's say you're someone like me and you're very tech savvy and I don't need to come into the enrollment center to take care of the process. What do I have to do that? Can I do everything online? What are my options there?
Yeah, so most of the initial registration can actually be done online through our secure portal. And I would say that is what most families utilize to take care of registering for school. It's incredibly convenient for families. But depending on the specific school or unique circumstances, sometimes an in-person visit to our office is what's called for certain families.
Great. Well, we're all about access in NVUSD. Yeah. It's really important to us. So again, it's fantastic that we're thinking about access in the enrollment office. Now, NVUSD, we're really proud because we offer a variety of excellent schools and highly specialized programs that are of high interest in the community. Susan, how do families navigate school choice? Parents love to have choice. And what resources are available to them to explore these options? For example, one of our most popular options, as you know, is the Spanish dual language immersion programs, or even some of our magnet schools that have those specialized programs that might be attractive to a family. How do parents navigate the school choice factor?
Yeah, so in my opinion, this is where our website really shines. We have detailed information about each school and their unique offerings and programs. For families interested in our DLI, or dual language immersion program, for example, we host webinars and informational sessions at the school so that families can learn more about the program. We also have dedicated pages explaining programs like our magnet schools and our high school pathways. So we really encourage families to explore these options and attend these informational sessions and visit the web pages before they start making decisions about what's best for their students.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I know we have a lot of really great programs in NVUSD, and it's great that people can have the option to explore those and make choices around that. What about our students who often have some specialized needs? So for example, we have a lot of multilingual students who are still learning English. We have students who receive special education services and have IEPs or individualized education plans. How does the Enrollment Center support families in making sure that students enroll and also still get access to the supports and services and programs that they need in order to be successful?
Yeah, so our enrollment process is really designed to be inclusive. So for students with special education needs, my team and I work really closely with special education to make sure that that transition is smooth for families, and that we get them placed appropriately right away. For English language learners, we have specific identification questions and assessment procedures that we use to provide robust supports and services for those families once they're enrolled. And our team is trained to guide families through that process, through those specific pathways, making sure they receive the support that they need from day one right away when they enroll.
And I just thought of another connection from your department to my department, Susan, and that's when you all enroll students who are potentially English learners.
Yep.
My department, my team actually takes that information and then does a screener assessment for those students to make sure we're really clear about their English abilities so that teachers and school site administrators can really make sure the students are getting the support that they need. So thank you for collecting that data and that information that then helps my team hand it off to the instructional division.
Yeah, enrollment really touches many departments, and we collaborate across the district.
Yeah, fantastic. And thanks for making sure that students are appropriately placed so that they can get the services that they need. Well, Susan, this has been incredibly helpful. Yeah. I know it's fundamental, sort of basic information, but the clearer that we can get around the fundamentals of enrollment, the better it will be for our families. We want clarity. We want them to understand it. We want to welcome families through our enrollment process because we know enrollment and cultivating that relationship with our families is critical to our district, delivering on excellence in education to all of our students. But for our families who might still have questions or need more personalized assistance beyond the website, beyond the resources, what's the best way for them to get support?
So I would say the first step would be to visit the enrollment section of our webpage. It's comprehensive and it's frequently updated. If they can't find what they need there, they can stop by the enrollment office. Our team is there to answer questions, big or small, and help with any challenges that might arise. And we also, as I've mentioned before, have staff that can assist families in multiple languages.
Great. And all the website, the resources, the enrollment online digital platform, all in Spanish as well for our Spanish-speaking families as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Susan. This sounds like a really well-supported process, and I know I really appreciate the leadership and the support that you bring to the process and all the work that your team does. Do you have any final advice for our families as they prepare to enroll students within NVUSD?
So I think my advice is just to really embrace the process. It's an exciting first step in their students' educational journey. Don't hesitate to reach out to us with questions in the Enrollment Center, no matter how small they might seem. We're really here to partner with families, to partner with everyone to make sure that they have a successful and welcoming experience in NVUSD. That's our priority.
Again, thank you, Susan. Thank you for establishing partnership with our families from the moment that they're here, joining us in the district, or the moment that they want to make changes and enroll possibly into another school as they transition through the levels. Thank you for providing such clear information. And, I just want to tell everybody that's out there listening, we're always open to feedback as well.
Absolutely.
If we can get clearer with our digital resources and our website around enrollment, we actually have used the feedback and the experiences from family to just continuously improve the process. It's been a journey over the last few years. I do want to remind everyone, I think when I came to the district, enrollment was decentralized. It was completely paper-based. So it's been this huge transformation, and your leadership and the work of your staff has just been incredible in making sure that we get better at ensuring a smooth enrollment process for all of our families. Your insights are absolutely invaluable for all of our new and returning families here in NVUSD.
We look forward to sharing more valuable insights with you on future episodes of the NVUSD Future in Focus podcast. Join us next month as we talk with two of our middle school students as they enter their 8th grade year in Student Voices Shaping Our Schools.
Until next time, keep being future ready.